Girl, are you the opposite chiasm? Because you just turned my world around. Hello and welcome. This is That Med Kid 7 to 8 every Thursday. Welcome back. Happy New Year and all that. But most importantly, Happy Valentine's Day. Today, I have a very special guest, Lelyn.
Hello, everyone.
She's a fellow medic. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Lelyn. I'm a third-year medic, currently intercalating in functional and clinical anatomy.
Please don't go away. You say I'm giving you the blues. Maybe you mean every word you say. I can't help but think of yesterday and another who tied me down to Loverboy rules. Before this river, here comes an ocean. Before you throw my heart back.
So give me the lowdown, your options when you're applying for med school, stethoscope color, and favorite body part.
Okay, so do you mean like the universities that I applied for? Sorry, so I applied for Bristol, obviously, Brighton and Sussex, Cardiff, and Lancaster.
Ooh.
Yes.
And was Bristol your first choice?
It wasn't at first.
No.
It was actually Brighton and Sussex, and then I came here for my interview, and then you go on the tour and stuff, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I really liked it. They showed us a Towards Memorial. It was so
Of course
pretty.
they did.
And then I thought, I actually quite like this place, and then they gave me an offer. So
And then you liked it even more.
yes, I did. Yeah,
Do you still like Will's Memorial?
I do.
Is it still really beautiful?
Yes,
like the first
I'm
one?
mesmerised every time I go in.
Oh,
I think
that's
it's maybe
sweet.
just because I think, oh my goodness, this is where I get to graduate, and then it's all over.
That's very romantic, isn't it? Well, happy Valentine's. So this is going to be a really fun episode because we will be, talking about stuff you're involved with, which is a lot for all
Not
you
that
listeners
much.
out there. And then we'll go on to talk about medically related issues with like diseases and illnesses and things that happen in the ER. All pretty PG, but not really. We'll see.
Okay.
And then we'll come up with all these really cool medical pickup lines that y'all out there can use.
Exactly.
That are
yes.
foolproof. 100% tested by us.
Yes.
Right. Lelyn, get me up to speed. So what are you involved with societies-wise?
So I'm part of the Scrubs committee. So Scrubs is the University Surgical Society. I'm the pre-clinicals events manager.
Wow.
Thank you.
There's a bit of sound effects.
So that means I'm mainly in charge of organising the suturing workshops that happen throughout the term, as well as helping out with any other events. That's an overview of my role. Yeah.
So what's your favorite suture?
I quite like I quite enjoyed knot tying.
You like knot tying?
Because that one you get to use your hand, and it's quite difficult, but it's one of those things, once you get it, it's really satisfying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's like you have to do that at the end of every suture, basically.
Yes.
Lovely. Is that a metaphor for something?
No?
Okay, no. I thought there was something deep there, but I love
Sorry.
tying off the ends of issues in life. No. All right, so surgery, is that something you're leaning towards?
I think it's something I'm interested by and interested in, and it's something that I certainly find fascinating, but anytime people say, oh, so you want to do surgery, I'm sort of hesitant to say yes, because I haven't seen other sort of specialities. So, I'm, keeping my options open, gonna get into hospital, see what's out there, and then see where life takes me.
That's true, because there is this thinking that if you're very set on surgery, you have to know early on in order to go down that pathway. But is that necessarily true?
I don't think so, no, because I think in medical school you get to try a bit of everything, and so that definitely gives the opportunity to see what you like and what you don't like, but you don't have to have decided that you're going to be a surgeon on the first day of medical school. That would be maybe a little too ambitious.
A bit daunting.
Yeah.
And I think that's very comforting and a relief to hear, because I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I'm in third year, I'm in fourth year, and I've only just realized I'm interested in surgery, but it's too late because everyone's done placements, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So that's really comforting to hear. But other than surgery, you know, what else do you think, like, oh, I kind of like that, I might do that?
Oh, okay. I'm quite interested in obs and gynae, but I'm not sure whether I'm interested in sort of the issues surrounding women's health or whether I'm actually interested in obs and gynae, because I haven't seen any obs and gynae. But I am quite passionate about sort of women's health issues and sort of like sort of health issues that are sort of unique to women and sort of how that affects access to healthcare for women.
Yeah, 100%.
And that sort of stuff, I find that quite interesting. Sort of like, if you will, sort of feminism within healthcare.
Ooh, I like
and
that.
sort of the health disparities in that is quite interesting. But that doesn't necessarily mean I like obs and gynae. I guess we'll see once I do my placement.
That's true.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yes, come back on the show.
Yes.
Another episode.
If you'll have me.
Of course, I will always have you. Happy Valentine. I'm gonna keep saying that. Other than scrubs, you know, what other things are you doing with your life of medical school?
I'm trying to be active, so I've taken up going to the gym.
That's always good.
I haven't been this term yet. Don't tell anyone.
No, I mean, it just started, right? I mean, a month.
But no, I've sort of actually regularly taken up exercise. Quite enjoying doing body pump. And
Ooh.
it's good. It's
So
hard.
what does that entail?
So it's just lifting weights, but like combination weights.
And with music.
And with music.
Oh, nice.
I remember the first time I went, I physically could not get down the stairs.
Oh my
I genuinely
goodness.
thought I had to order an Uber to get home. Like,
Oh my gosh, how long are the sessions?
like 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, that's long for lifting weights, I think.
But I think I sort of kept going back, and then you feel yourself getting stronger, and you're like the whole endorphin release and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So once you sort of get into it and get over the pain, it's actually quite good fun. And I do it with one of my flatmates. And we always have a great time. We're just like at the back laughing because we can't lift half the weights that everybody else in the class is lifting, but it's great fun.
That
So-
sounds like fun. And there's always that misconception of, like, oh, you're gonna go to the gym, like, you drink protein shakes and blah, blah, blah. And there's always this, I feel like there's a judgment sometimes you go to the gym, like, you fit into this, like, oh, you're one of those. It's very, like, judgy, I feel, at least.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think I don't necessarily see that, but then I sort of try not to necessarily always bother myself with what other people around me are thinking. So, because I do remember going to the gym at first was very daunting, because I was like, everyone's going to look at me and they're going to see how unfit I am, now I
that's
can't
me.
lift any of the weights, and da-da-da-da. They'll probably think my technique is wrong. But then after a while I thought, no, I'm here to get fit, and you know, I do enjoy it, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. And if you've got a good playlist and a good soundtrack, you know, you can just like imagine you're in a film or something, and everyone else they're like extras in the background.
So what film are you in when you're in the gym?
No particular film, just the film of my life.
Oh, deep, very deep. What's on your soundtrack? Let's go through your playlist.
Which playlist?
Your workout.
My workout. I have a lot of Imagine Dragons.
Oh, yeah,
They're
that's
quite good to run to.
Like Walking the Wire. Also,
Yes.
that one's a very, like, looking up to what you could be,
Yeah.
what you could do. I love that.
And then Pink. So like Pink's early stuff when she was still very loud.
Yeah.
That's very good. What else? I think those are the two main sort of artists that I've gone. I sometimes go for the classic Spotify playlist.
Okay.
Like Spotify exercise playlist.
Oh, yeah, when they curate.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wow. So gymming has become something for you.
Yes.
Well, not this term yet.
Not this term yet.
But
Not
you're
yet.
just making a new movie.
You might find me there this weekend.
Yeah, which gym?
The uni gym.
Check her out. Check her form and technique. Yep, that's gonna be great. So you're gymming, you're in
Yes.
scrubs,
Yeah.
you know, is there anything else that you're like kind of dabbling in?
Dabbling. So the other major thing is I've been a little bit more involved in church this year.
Yeah.
So I'm a small group leader. Do you know what a small group is?
I don't.
So a small group is essentially a collection of people who go to the same church, and we get together once a week and we discuss whatever it is that we want to discuss. So it can either be the previous Sunday's sermon, or a particular issue that people are wrestling with, or whether if people have got questions, that sort of stuff. And that's what I do. It's very interesting.
So
Very good fun.
what was is it this week's? Has this week's
This
already
week's-
gone by?
Yes, yeah.
What was the bulk of the discussion?
Oh, so very good question. It was about self-worth, and how sometimes we see our self-worth based on our performances. So the idea that if I do this, and if I put this much effort in, I will get this much out. And that's not how life works.
That's not the
Life's
equation.
not fair, unfortunately. But sort of how, despite all of that, as a child of God, that's what your identity should be in. And that's the first and foremost thing that your life should be centered around. Everything else is sort of secondary.
Aww.
And yeah.
That's
so it
such
was
a
good.
beautiful message.
Yeah, and the challenge this week, I'm trying to challenge myself to sort of give people compliments and celebrate their successes without comparing myself to them. So
I think that's a really I know like people say it in so many different variations and forms, like don't compare yourself, blah blah blah, but honestly it's very difficult, like when you say like, oh, congrats on that, but you can't help but feel, why couldn't I have done that kind of thing. So it's definitely really tough. So what are some tips for us to be able to do that, Lelyn?
I think one thing that sort of you have to accept that I definitely realised that the idea of sort of immediately comparing yourself to other people is sort of behaviour that's learned, and you now have to unlearn it. And so I find for myself, I have to sort of be consciously aware and tell myself, for example, if it's a piece of work and you got a better grade than I did, just because my mark was not as good as yours doesn't mean I've done badly.
Yeah.
And it's sort of trying to cut out that negative behaviour, because I think one challenge for me is sort of trying to live a bit more like Jesus, and sometimes asking your question, am I reflecting Jesus, or is this sort of something very negative, and that sort of thing.
Aww.
So I think it's being consciously aware and trying to unlearn sort of these toxic behaviours. It is hard, it is a process.
Yeah. And I think you also have to realize your own self-worth and love yourself. Happy Valentine's Day. Love yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think loving yourself is so it's so overhyped, but it's honestly very difficult at times.
Yeah.
And I think that's the fun of it, of being human.
I think it's quite fitting for Valentine's week, if you will.
Yeah. So what are your plans for Valentine's, other than this lovely date?
I'm here with you.
Oh,
Where else would I rather
the
be?
winner date.
So my flat and I are doing Galentines, as the millennials
Lovely.
say.
I thought it was Palentines. Or is it Galentines?
I think Galentines are slightly more popular, but I have also heard Palentines being used.
I think because the guys feel left out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the single dudes are like, yo, we're single too.
Yeah, so we're cooking dinner and then going to eat together, so that will be sweet. Celebrating each other's company.
Oh, yeah. It's not the singleness, it's just like we love each other and our company.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah. That's the good message that we should be giving, because I think people always associate Valentine's with like grand gestures of love, like a flash mob at Central Station and all this stuff. Now we don't have time for that.
Also, you don't need a special day to tell someone you love them.
Yeah.
If you love them, tell them on the 15th of February.
Yeah.
See what happens,
It is kind of a good reminder, I guess, to be like, oh yeah, I should probably get on that.
I guess
And,
so, but
at the same
shouldn't
time,
need
you
it.
shouldn't need it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, happy Valentine's to everyone out there who is with a partner and having a great time. We are too.
Yes, we are.
I think it's best if we take a quick break. And we'll catch you guys after. Do you have any last comments, Lelyn?
Ooh, no, I don't.
Anything about love? No, we don't have any. Welcome back. This is part 2, or part 3, depending on, I don't know, we'll see later. Depending how many parts we have, we're back. It's That Med Kid, 7 to 8 p.m. every Thursday. Thank you for joining us and tuning in. I am joined today by Lelyn, a fellow medic, and, she's also going to be stuck with me next year. Yeah, well, we'll talk a bit more about that later, but, happy Valentine's if I haven't said that enough. And I thought it would be so nice, because, everyone's all lovey-dovey and stuff. We can talk about broken heart syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How topical.
Yeah, because, people talk about, people like getting in love and falling in love on Valentine's, but people fall out of love on Valentine's as well. So that's very likely. So we're going to talk about broken heart syndrome.
Okay.
So it goes by many, many names. There's stress-induced cardiomyopathy. There is this Japanese name, Takotsubo syndrome. And there's apical ballooning syndrome. And all of these kind of indicate what the syndrome and what this issue is. And essentially what it is there's going to be a lot of medical hoo-ha and language in this next sentence, but help me dissect it, Lelyn, because we're medics.
Okay.
And you're an anatomist. Should be good at dissecting. All right. Broken heart syndrome is an acute systolic heart failure with a characteristic regional wall motion pattern, causing severe hypokinesis of the left ventricular mid and apical myocardial segments, with preservation of the basal segments.
That's a lot of big words, Holly.
So what did you get out of that?
I think effectively your heart is not working as well as it should.
Amazing. Yo, literally, that's it.
3 years
That's
of education.
All right, well, the heart, 4 chambers,
Yeah.
1 atrium, 1 ventricle on the left and the right side.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking about the left ventricle, which pumps blood to the entire body, basically. And what happens is, when this condition comes on, it's very random and kind of spontaneous, and it's a sudden onset. What happens is your ventricle enlarges, so it kind of balloons, and has a narrow neck at the top of the ventricle.
Yep.
So it resembles a takotsubo, which is a octopus pot or octopus trap.
Okay.
Which is why the name is takotsubo.
Oh, I see.
And because these
fun fact.
pots are basically, they have this bulging round base and a narrow neck, and you just trap octopus. How do you say the plural of octop? Yeah, we're not English students. But yeah, that's what happens, and obviously that has a lot of issues with it. What's interesting is that this is caused by a lot of emotional triggers. So would you like to go over what the triggers can be?
I guess having your heart broken, maybe.
Maybe that's why the nickname's broken heart.
Yeah. Or other bad news, I guess, or just any unexpected news.
Yeah.
Any sort of sudden surprises, possibly. Impossible arguments, maybe.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah. Surprise parties.
I think anything that sort of quickly raises your blood pressure.
Yeah, 100%.
So-
I mean, that's very stressful. Yeah. But this was first described in the 1990s, I believe, in Japan.
Okay.
And since then it's been increasingly recognized because people are like, oh, this is not really a real thing. And the symptoms are very similar to a heart attack. So you have, labored breathing and then you have chest pain. So it's very understandable why people can just kind of mix them up.
Yeah.
So it's really important if you experience those symptoms, don't think like, oh, it's a broken heart. Like, no. Go get it checked out. Get an angiogram done. We want to exclude.
Go see a professional. professional, please. Look after yourselves.
And also don't listen to us, disclaimer, we're still learning too. Just interested in these topics. But it has to be said, the majority of the cases reported are post-menopausal women.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so you know how we have that estrogen protective effect, and then after menopause, just kind of disappears.
It all goes downhill.
Yeah, literally, it goes down the levels of estrogen. And that's thought to have an effect, like it supposedly causes endothelial dysfunction and increased sympathetic drive.
Okay.
So for you guys out there, the sympathetic nervous system, I'm trying to see if I can explain this. I don't even understand it myself. It mediates the flight or fight response. I think that's how they taught us. And essentially, during this broken heart syndrome, your sympathetic system just goes into overdrive, and it just releases like bucket loads of adrenaline. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so stressful. And one of the main effects from that is constriction of your vessels, including the ones that go to your heart. Hence, broken heart syndrome. Yeah, so I think, happy Valentine's again. I have another very interesting case and stuff that happens on Valentine's.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Would you like to maybe introduce the topic?
You want me to introduce it? Okay. So now we are talking about explosive orgasms leading to questionable ER stories.
Ooh.
So
sex.
yes.
That's the talk.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Yep. Yeah, we are. So, do you remember in second year when we had those neuroanatomy sessions?
Yes.
With Dan?
Yes.
And then he was telling us about hemorrhages and
Yes.
subarachnoid hemorrhages in particular.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't forget one comment where he was like, "Oh yeah, Valentine's Day we get a lot of A&E cases coming in, and we're all like, oh why? Like, yeah, because their orgasms are so powerful that they get." Subarachnoid hemorrhages, and it could be fatal. And
I would like to say this is very rare, so it
is. It's like 0.6%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
yes,
as a disclaimer.
I mean, yeah, it's not like don't stop having sex. I mean, up to you. But
as long as you have safe sex, that's really important.
Yeah, that's important to put out there. But yeah, I remember he was saying that, and then all of us were like, are we supposed to laugh or not? Because it's so sad that people die from this. But at the same time, the context is a bit...
Yeah.
And obviously, Lelyn, what did we do? Did we laugh or not?
I certainly laughed.
Yeah, we all laughed. Yeah. This is the maturity of your future doctors.
You gotta have a little bit of fun,
Yeah.
Sprinkle it in.
Fatal sex sprinkled in. But yeah, it's so interesting because basically it's if you're likely to have like a predisposed like aneurysm. So an aneurysm is just when you have a weakened wall of your vessels and it just bulges and balloons, and it's likely to rupture or like explode when you're under some kind of stress or pressure, like physically even. So yeah, sex is basically exercise, as we mentioned, I think, like before this. So that's why it's physically challenging, and it can cause a lot of stress and pressure, and obviously you're going to be like straining a lot, and things can explode in many ways. One is fatal. But I think it's just so interesting, like the cases rise on Valentine's Day. So it's just, be aware. I mean, don't, like we said, if you want to practice abstinence because of this fact, then go ahead. But it's rare, like you said.
Yeah, very rare.
And it's very rare.
You'll probably be okay.
Definitely. So don't be like avoiding sex and exercise and all that stuff that causes physical stress or whatever. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
Yes, that was the first reciprocation I got this whole night. Okay.
I'm blessing you with my present.
But talking about neuroanatomy and all of that, you're intercalating in anatomy.
I am indeed.
Yeah, so let's just talk a little bit about intercalation. And we also just got a nice email right before this. We'll talk about that. But yeah, tell me, intercalation, how are you finding it?
Whew. It is tough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go into this year thinking it would be easy, but I don't think I could have imagined how hard it would be.
I think
So-
no one knows how hard it will
Yeah.
be unless you go through it.
Yes.
So on a scale of 1 to 10,
One being
1 being, you know, easy, breezy.
probably a solid 8,
Yeah, solid 8.
but it's gone up to a 10 at certain points.
Oh, yeah.
So, for
Tell me
sure.
about it. But yeah, you're doing anatomy, so that's slightly different from the other courses because it's quite specialist, I think. And you guys are just in the dissection room for hours
I mean,
in the basement.
it's not the basement. It's the dissection room. So we were in there 3 hours on Thursdays, 3 hours on Fridays.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad.
So how are you finding it?
The dissections?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably the most enjoyable part of the course.
Oh, yeah, that's good to hear.
I get to work with a great bunch of people because you're put in groups, and my group is absolutely lovely, and
Aww.
they're all so nice.
Shout out to them.
Yes, shout out to group 1.
Wow. Oh, and number 1.
Yes, we're group number 1.
Oh,
We are the best group.
okay. I
So
believe you.
it makes very long and hard sessions much easier because we have great banter, lots of jokes, some singing sometimes.
Singing.
Yeah.
Like what?
So there's lots of Beatles and like old music
Okay.
that I personally am not familiar with, but I'll listen to the other
Yeah.
group members who'll sing them. At Christmas we had like a little Christmas carol
Oh, cute.
concert just
cute.
between ourselves.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
While
and-
dissecting,
yeah. You know,
as you do.
because you only ever have 2 people dissecting at one point, and there's 6 in the group. So
Okay, okay.
you have to keep each other occupied, and we sort of share stories and check in on each other. But no, I'm very lucky with the group I got. They're a good bunch.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's something that you wished you knew about anatomy and intercalation?
Wish I knew.
Like, give us the honest, unscripted, genuine thoughts.
Oh, I guess how to sort of be a good self-motivator and sort of have healthy coping mechanisms in place before I started.
Oh, okay.
Because it's definitely something that I've had to develop as this year has gone along. So to recognise, you know what, actually, no, I need to stop, I need a break. But then what to do in that break.
Right.
Because I found medicine, yes, is hard, but not necessarily in the same way, because sort of different things are expected of us at different times. And so I found that, so for example, in medicine, I would take days off, because you could do that, and like go to the gym and bake a cake. But you can't really do that now because there's so much to do. There's always more work to do. So I can't really take out, I don't know, like 3 hours to go to the shops and buy the ingredients.
Yeah. So there's a shift in what you're
Yeah.
doing in the breaks.
And so then I find myself like, okay, my breaks are sort of shorter now, but what can I do that will give me the same effect of being relaxed and sort of being calm by
Yeah.
a shorter time? That's partly why I started taking up gymming, actually.
Yeah.
Because I could do that in like an hour, and I found that I felt pretty good afterwards, and then start work again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I definitely empathize with that because it is different from medicine. It's so hard to explain, but like, yeah, you can take days off.
Yeah.
But then in our courses now, you always have work to kind of think about, and I guess it's the feeling of guilt if you're not doing it. And when you do take breaks, it's kind of maybe hard to regulate because you think you don't need too long because you need to get back to work.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, do I actually deserve this right now? Like, should I be taking a longer break? So it's like always that conundrum.
Yeah.
So I guess, what advice should we be giving people out there about intercalation?
About intercalation, do your research. I think speak to people who've done it before. Speak to both people who've enjoyed it and people who didn't enjoy it and find out why. And sort of make friends with those people because they can help you when it comes to it. So I'm really lucky that I know people from the year above who did anatomy, and they have been my source of strength in many dark times. So I'm quite lucky for them. And then make sure you're going in with the right intentions, and sort of, because I always say, if I didn't love anatomy before I started this course, I would hate it at this point. So you have to go it, because there will be times where you think, oh, why did I decide to do this? And then you think, actually, you know what, I do actually really enjoy anatomy, and I still really enjoy learning things. So, you know, make sure you love the subject, you're interested in it, you're motivated, you have a good support mechanism and sort of healthy coping standards and that sort of stuff. So
I think, like, stringing on from your idea about loving something before you start it, it's kind of like you start at 100 or 120% because you know how low it can get when you're not motivated. Like, it can go down to, like, it can go down by 50% or something. But at least if it goes down, you're still at 50% with your love for that subject. If you're like at 50, you're like, I might like it, and you do it, you're gonna hate it. And especially if it's not your doing, like in terms of, you know, someone else is making you intercalate. That's even worse. I think that's just the same advice I'd give for anyone who wants to do medicine.
For sure.
I think it's so important that you want to do it because you want to do it. Because then when you're actually at zero, you need to be the one who picks yourself up. And it's just really difficult, and you gotta have the strength to do that.
For sure.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Self-love and giving yourself love. It's very important.
It's true. That is true.
But we also just got an email like an hour ago or something, like a couple hours ago, with our placements. So that essentially means we get to find out which academy, which hospital we're based in for each term next year. And it's something we've all been anticipating and awaiting, because
I thought we would get the emails for a few more weeks, so I was pleasantly surprised.
I thought it would have come earlier, actually. So I'm really... No, I'm fine. But I'm really happy, and we actually got based in the same place. Coincidence? I think not. We got on the same day. And I'm interviewing you on this day.
Exactly.
It's Valentine's.
What a great Valentine's Day gift.
I know. That's true. I wonder why they sent it on Valentine's.
To ruin people's days.
Oh. Broken heart syndrome. Stressful event. No. But so we're based in Bristol for one term, and then we're in Swindon. Which I have no idea about Swindon. I don't know what's there to do and what it's like, but I've heard it's nice.
The hospital is nice.
I've heard it's like beautiful, like the hospital.
The hospital is nice.
And the teaching's great, but it's a little far, I think.
Yes, I mean, it's close to London, so if you travel to that side of the country, then that's great, but...
that's not me.
Okay. It's great for me.
Oh, are you a London fan?
Well, I need to go through London to get home, so it makes it a little easier, because I'm basically halfway there.
No. Not a London man, boy, fan. I don't know what I'm saying. I was gonna say fanboy. I was like, wait, there's fangirl, and then screw it up anyway. But everyone else I know in the year above, like our ex year, because we have to go down to the year below us if we intercalate. They know where they are for the rest of the years. Which is amazing. Like, I kind of want that, but oh well.
We'll find out.
But I'm really excited.
Interested to see what it would be like going back into hospital learning and that sort of stuff.
I've really missed medicine.
So have I. I say that all the time. I've actually missed being in hospitals.
Like, I just miss the unconventional teachings. And when we talk to other people, like, oh, we don't have exams. We just have, like, you know, cases, long cases, and blah blah blah. And it's just, I just love it. I want to use my stethoscope. What color is yours?
Mine is burgundy.
Burgundy. Is there a reason?
It's my favorite colour.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorite colours. I sort of like
Yeah.
love all things shades of red. So go from bright red to maroon.
So you must love Valentine's. It's filled with red and
Yes.
yeah. Happy Valentine's, Lelyn.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, my love.
Thank you. Right, so we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
But stay with us because we have some really great pickup lines.
Yes.
I'm going to share with all of you.
I'm excited. I've come prepared.
Yes, and we will
I'm gonna woo you.
woo me. You
Yes.
already have, but let's try even more. All right, welcome back. Oh, you just dropped your pickup lines.
It's okay.
Pick up your pickup lines. Oh goodness, this is why we're single. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we've got some
Don't make assumptions.
Well, what's for me? Okay, so this is a very important segment of the show.
Yes.
Because we've got you some great pickup lines. I know it's 8 p.m., but it's not too late to find a potential partner out there.
And as we said, you don't have to wait till Valentine's Day to tell someone you love.
Exactly. Say it tomorrow morning even. But these are medical related kind of, medical edition.
So if you're into that sort of cheesy stuff,
Yeah.
This
and you
is
want to
for you.
impress the other person.
Yeah.
Because they might not understand it, but they'll be like, oh my gosh, you know that? So let's do it, Lelyn. I want you to
Okay.
start. Woo me.
I should go first.
Yes.
Okay. Are you a pneumothorax? Because you take my breath away.
Oh. Oh dear. And I'm thinking about the X-ray. I can sing it like when we learned it in.
Percussion sounds. What would you be able to hear?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got something quite similar to that actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I think you might have.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Are you alveolar pneumonia crackles? Because you're fine.
Okay.
It took me a while to get it because I was like not up to speed with revision. But I was like, damn, if someone said that to me, I'd be so impressed. Yeah, I would be. Yeah. Are you
very
impressed?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay. Can I take your temperature? You're looking hot today.
Ooh,
That one's smooth.
I've got a fever for you. Saturday night fever. Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Alright.
much.
Okay, we've wooed. Girl, are you the opposite chiasm? Because you just turned my world around.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah.
That one is good. I would be impressed with that
Really?
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll just check that one. Just got it, future reference.
I mean, I've got an eye-based one as well.
Oh,
actually,
let's
yeah.
hear this ophthalmologic theme or whatever.
Can I be your ophthalmologist? Because I can't stop looking into your eyes.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, it's like about the eyes,
Yeah.
you know, like the windows to your soul.
Yeah.
Cute. All right. Okay, this is not really pick a line, but I just liked it.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Right. Hey, why the long face? Are you hoarse from current laryngeal nerve damage?
Oh, Holly, no. That was bad.
Excuse me, I love this. Anti-jokes are the best.
I mean, it's your recurrent laryngeal
Oh.
nerve, not your current.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I got nervous.
It's okay. I've got a little poem for you then.
Wow. A poem.
Let me send to myself.
This is next level.
Blood is red,
Oh.
cyanosis is blue. I get tachycardia when I think about you.
Oh. I can't.
No.
Yeah, it was kind of nice, but maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Because I don't know,
Above
the
50%.
roses and red violets and blue is just so like overdone, but you did change it up.
Yeah,
So
I mean.
credit for that.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
still like the eyes one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
your favourite one. Okay.
All right, are you ready?
I am indeed.
All right, Lelyn,
Mm-hmm.
are you electropterygoid? Because you make my jaw drop.
That's
Sorry, I don't know what happened to my voice. I just...
that one. I'd be like, okay, maybe
Yeah,
I'd consider
maybe.
you for a day. Yeah.
For a day.
A date.
Oh, date.
Yes.
I was like, geez, I'm just a one-night stand. All right, this is the last one. Your last pickup line.
Okay. You must be a coronary artery because you're wrapped around my heart.
Oh, that's actually really cute because I think of the artery like snuggling with the heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's nice. I think that's my favorite.
That
one.
is? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I like that. All right, can't believe I have to wrap this up. This is the worst one.
Oh, no.
No, actually, it's really good.
Okay.
Boy, no, sorry, you're a girl. Girl, you be giving me diabetes insipidus because when I'm around you, I just can't concentrate. My urine. Do you get it?
Oh.
It's just
that requires too much thinking. That's, yeah, no.
Oh, seriously? I like that.
No.
I would be like, damn. Like,
I don't know, also don't know that much, like,
about
my
diabetes
was from last year, so I don't remember.
Well, yeah, diabetes insipidus. You just, can't concentrate your urine very well in the kidneys. And see, it fails when you explain the pickup line.
This is why you need to pick the correct ones, kids, okay?
No. This is how you weed out the people who don't get it, and then we're on your level.
Maybe that's
There's another trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel very wooed by you.
Yes, thank you.
And I don't know if you feel the same, but let's just not talk about the horse one.
We're together for all of next year, so
yeah. But
there's
but that's
potential.
compulsory. That was involuntary.
That's true. We'll see.
Like, why the long face? And it's like, you're a horse. Like, that's my favorite
Now
joke.
you're over-explaining it.
No, I love that joke though. Where it's like a horse walks in the bar and then he asks, oh, why the long face?
Why?
Yeah. Once again, happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're successful with any of these 3 pickup lines.
5.
I said free.
Oh, free.
As in, they did not have to pay for this.
Oh, we come with the profit margins. I don't know if that's profit or a loss. I think you're the profit.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Lelyn, it's been such a great Valentine's.
Thank you so much for having me.
This was so fun.
It's been my favourite Valentine so far.
Aww, have you spent a Valentine's Day with a significant other before?
No.
Neither. So, it's like free for all. It's fun.
Yeah. It's been good.
Yeah. And if you're like feeling sad about being single or whatever,
I'm not.
no, seriously, yeah.
Don't. We need to start learning to enjoy our own company and each other's, and
And as Lelyn mentioned before, self-worth is very important to consider and to love yourself. Mm-hmm. So I think that is our final message. And once again, thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. This has been That Med Kid, every Thursday, 7 to 8. Please join next week. I do have another very special guest on. But in the time being, have a great Valentine's Day. Stay safe. Do you have any comments and, last bits of advice for everyone out there?
No, well, be kind to one another. Love yourself.
Yeah. I think that's a great way to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up like safe sex.
Oh,
all right. Ooh, happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.